All right, we're here on location at MADHouse.
Should we talk about the modifications first that he's made? Like,
If you want, I can provide you with the concussion Atlanta photo.
Dude, it's a croissant. Oh, how did you get? Where did you get the guns?
You know, shortcuts to different programs. I want to open up here.
oh my god.
Oh, you want to know about the pedals? But I could do videos if I wanted to.
You think this is cool?
Please put this into. Okay.
Who's recording, damn it? No, oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, you're right.
We're in there.
Oh my goodness. All right, wait, how do we even start up a video like this? We just point at it and just...
It's already been started.
Oh, it's already.
Oh, wow. Okay, look at that. Look, there's...
So can you see? Is my mic working?
Can you hear me?
Third time both you motherfuckers have asked.
We're just
All
making
right.
sure, like...
All right.
Okay, oh, what are you doing with that?
All right, we're here on location at MADHouse. Going to check out my arcade machine over here.
It's a beautiful monster.
I've got Atlanta and
How you doing?
I'm just on the side. No mic, but it's okay.
Oh, just speak into my shirt.
I'm just admiring this.
They just put it on a butter knife at this point.
all right, we can restart.
We don't even need to restart.
This is the
No,
chaos.
I
of this
think we should restart.
No, the chaos of this situation is, oh my god.
The chaos of the situation.
We're learning so much. This should 100% still be our intro on how this all goes down. This is a really nice butter knife.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know what else is nice? This arcade cabinet. Okay, let's start off. So you said the best place to buy this is through the secondhand marketplace, right?
Yep.
So did you actually buy this from the in the secondhand marketplace, or is this brand new?
It is a 2008 machine. I got it off some guy who had a bunch of extra machines off Facebook Marketplace, and he didn't need this one anymore.
Oh, by any chance did you test it out when you got there, or it was just like a machine that looked like it was run through kind of deal, or because it definitely looks way cleaner now. So you clearly did a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I mean it was working. It was in perfect condition though. Like he had never moved it. He took care of it. So that's awesome. It's not like a machine straight from the Japanese arcades that has cigarette burns or anything like that, you know, on it. So that's awesome.
But it definitely has a lot of features that feel like it's a Japanese cabinet for sure, right?
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
like with definitely some American modifications, such as this American Chipotle button that looks very nice. You know.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get that again, by the way?
The Chipotle button, this one was handed out at Evo this year. So if you went to the Chipotle booth, that is a Sanwa Chipotle button.
Just remember that whenever you're hungry or feeling down, Chipotle's got your back.
Yeah, I got it, and it was pretty much black and gray. You can see I've made it purple in several places over time, and added artwork.
Oh, I do love the fact that you got a lot of the artwork. It does look like an official Street Fighter 6 cabinet, especially with all these graphics. It looks like actually you went to when you were in Japan, you actually stole these graphics.
Yeah, this is actually the same graphic they have in the Japanese arcades. So like, what inspired me to get this thing initially was going to Japan and falling in love with this machine that they have there. Because it is the same machine that they play Street Fighter 6 on. It's just a different color. It's like orange and yellow and red. So I found on eBay, a guy was selling the exact graphics that are in the Japanese arcade. And yeah, he agreed to meet me in person, and we did the deal.
Yeah, right outside of the manhole, right? He rolled up in a Tesla, and I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So,
So like this little part right here, is
Yeah.
this actually built into the cabinet, or is this something you had to like add on after the fact?
so this actually, I got it from a guy in New Zealand. One moment.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Popping off.
Oh,
That's the alarm. He has to get his sets ready in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, the pizza?
What pizza?
What pizza? You want pizza? Unless he's cooking something else in there.
Oh wow, that
All
sausage
right.
is looking kind of nice.
Pizza's ready.
Oh my
We need a
goodness.
fisheye lens, Atlanta. I'm sick of this, dude. I want to get up in people's faces.
Oh, that's good.
That looks great. Custom made by who?
It was a team
Victoria-
effort, actually.
Victoria and Aaron?
Team
He
effort.
cut
It was
up
his
half the
100
sausage.
all I did was supply the croissant, the canvas itself.
Out of the box, there was a light shooting up out here.
Yeah.
And apparently when you buy these new, they do have like an acrylic right here, but mine did not come with it. So there's a guy in New Zealand I bought this from. Piece of acrylic, stick the art right in between here, and the light's already shooting up there. So that's how it goes in.
Nice, because it really
Yeah.
does look official. Are you gonna change the color to purple, or are you gonna leave it on blue?
I mean, I'm gonna leave it at blue. I think it looks cool. There's enough purple going on in there already.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the color purple for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love purple too. It's an awesome color. Let's get to the nitty and gritty. People want to see this bad boy on like how many games we could choose and shit. Go to the menu.
I guess we can.
Show it off. What do you mean you guess? That's
Okay.
what they're here for.
So
It's on Street Fighter 6, obviously your baby.
yeah.
But show them when they're like, I want to play another game.
Should we talk about the
Wow.
modifications
Yeah,
first that
yeah.
he's made? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of cool things I've added here. So this control panel right here, it was only 7 buttons, by the way, when I first got it. So I had to buy a different hunk of metal that had all 8 buttons on it. Obviously made them purple. This whole panel is like an extra part. So this is like a volume dial. You can see it like adjust the Windows volume right there. It's pretty neat. There is a player 1, player 2 control. So what this does is it literally turns off the built-in controls. So this is actually a button I made myself. Like I soldered the connections to the control panel to this button to make it work. So the reason why you'd want to turn off these controls is because I added USB extensions to the computer inside that let you plug in your own controller. That's what these are. So anyone can plug in their own controller if they don't want to use the built-in ones, turn them off and just use that. Yeah, like I wired in all the sound of the machine and these lights to this button. So there it is, completely silent at this point. There's no lights up there. Pretty cool. If I go exit game, this is literally Alt F4 on this computer. So now that I've done that, it just brings me back to this menu. So this is the part that Michael was asking about.
Yes.
So there's a lot of games on here.
there's TMNT right there.
Thousands and thousands.
That's the worst one, right?
Yeah,
Not so great.
but basically, you could search on this little keypad that I have here. I made a search button that kind of like brings up when you hit that, it brings up a keyboard. You can like search for any game you want. Still figuring out how to organize 9,000 games and make it look like presentable.
Yes.
Because like maybe you could sort it by like platform or whatever. But like right now it's just kind of showing the games that I play the most on here.
If you chose to sort it by alphabetical order,
Yeah.
like all games, doesn't matter if it's Xbox,
Yeah.
if it was just alphabetical order,
Yeah.
would that be tedious like for you where you have to do it, or would the computer automatically just alphabetical order everything?
No, it would. It would do it automatically. I just choose, if I click like view all games, it would put me in a view where I'm literally like scrolling through every single friggin' game on here.
Yeah.
But like, man,
There's 9,000.
yeah.
But dude, the art looks great. Like
Yeah,
whoever made this version of like, an arcade machine going through all the games and stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing how like the art's amazing. Cause usually like you would just have a cheap name, maybe,
Right.
but you have the complete like the brand of like the game, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, some art with it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's dangerous.
Yeah,
Trying to cut
right?
my neck. All this, it's so amazing, like the art and just
Oh, I lied. There's 14,000 games.
14,688. That's the official number?
Yeah.
14,688.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have a lot of companies coming after you, dude, pretty soon.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh damn, Smash TV, Windjammers, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
so this is super awesome. So, did you go and tell everyone about obviously the quarter, right? This doesn't really. If you wanted to put this in an arcade and make
Yeah.
some moolah, right? Maybe you open up a haircut salon and you're
Right.
like, I want to get my profit back from this. Can you make this like actually charge people quarters where it's
Oh, yeah.
okay?
What I actually did was, I found out first of all, when you put a coin in an arcade machine, it's literally a button like this. So the way you wire a button with like 2 wires, that's what this is on the inside. So all I had to do was take the wiring from this coin slot and I just moved it over to this coin button right here. So the
Okay.
coin slot, currently you could load it up with quarters and it wouldn't do a thing because it's not
Yeah.
wired to any game function.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically all the games, for example, if I were to bring up Metal Slug here, it has a coin function, and that's just what that was mapped to previously.
Oh, so if you eventually, when your haircut salon opens, you bring this bad boy in
Yeah.
there, and you're like, "Hey guys, go to this arcade machine because I have 14,688 games.
Yeah.
You're going to just like rewire this, put it here,
Yeah, you can
and
do
be
that.
like, put some quarters in.
So like watch, see it's just loading up with coins.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
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 He just got those coins,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
credits.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we need. Dude, this is super sick. And I remember you were saying how even the sound and the fans, you took some out. One wasn't even in there, I think, right? And
Yeah.
you replaced it.
Yeah.
You went with the Noctua fans, right?
That's what I did. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Yes. Yeah, one day I had company over and all of a sudden one of the fans was making a crazy sound. I flipped it around. It was this fan right here that it was just going absolutely crazy. Went on Amazon, grabbed a fan that met all the specs and then put it in there. Yeah, so there's actually a Noctua fan in there. As far as the actual machine itself goes, I'll show you what's inside.
Go ahead. Go. Absolutely.
Inside.
In case anyone wants to know what's underneath the control panel, anyone who has an arcade machine, one of these types, there's like 2 different locks that they have. So this one unlocks the control panel. So you can see the wiring. It's not the perfect wiring job right now. I'm always in the process of like moving buttons around and such, but you get the gist. Here's so there's the control panel. As an arcade operator, you're just like opening this up and then replacing the buttons like that. It's the same as an arcade stick, honestly. So not really a big leap there. And this part.
Ooh.
Okay. So this part right here. This is like this is a Raspberry Pi in here because it's literally a keyboard that's going to the Alt F4, exit game right there.
It looked like an Altoids case, actually.
It is.
That you painted.
It's actually an Altoids case, yeah. I put some rubber bands right here, not to hold it in, but like when people are plugging and unplugging their controller, it's just kind of like.
Oh, it moves it, right?
I want it to have a little bit of like give to it,
Mhm.
so that the rubber bands kind of like keep it there. This is a really interesting thing that I've added. So this, right there, this is actually a computer power button. So look at that.
Oh, there goes Metal Slug.
There goes Metal Slug.
Shutting down, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can see us now.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Hey, we made it to the arcades.
So I'm gonna press it again
Amazing.
to turn on the machine. But yeah, it's a real computer. I put that button in there to make it so I would never have to open it, to troubleshoot the computer for whatever reason.
So the people at home want to know: is it Windows or Linux, or what are we gonna see it right now?
It's just Windows.
Okay, fair enough.
So you can see this is just a regular computer right here.
Wow. I would assume that your background would be Street Fighter 6.
It was just the default Windows background. I think after an update, they added their own.
Yeah, they change randomly, right? And then there's like a learn about this picture, and it's like in the corner over there.
Yeah.
If you want, I can provide you with the Concussion Atlanta photo. I know that's
Oh my God.
a lot of people, that's their favorite.
No, it isn't. Apparently, it scares people at King's Cup.
I think he would rather have Jamie kissing Luke as the default picture, but that's just me.
Oh,
Oh, that is.
we
a
could
good
do that.
picture.
We could do that.
That is a pretty good solid picture.
So I'm removing right here. Okay. So this is the coin drawer. So currently I just have like an extra little keyboard mouse thing in there, not accepting coins at the moment. You can see right in here, I've crammed an entire computer in there. It's called an open air case where you just kind of bolt the components of a computer down on this metal rack.
I can appreciate this a lot, actually.
What do we have running in here again? What's our CPU? What's our GPU?
Whatever, RTX 3060 Ti, yeah, graphics card. There's some sort of i7 in here. I'm not entirely sure. Let's check. Let's get it.
Dude, your IP was right there, dude. It's over, dude.
Oh, it's over.
The cap cops are coming right now.
Oh no.
They're coming.
So
8700K, that's good.
yeah,
That's a
16
good
gigs
one,
of RAM.
Good.
That's before Intel started doing all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a super high power computer, but it's more than enough to play the game that I want to play, So this thing right here, this crazy contraption, literally taking the built-in control panel and turning it into 2 USB controllers. It's some crazy thing that someone made on AliExpress that
bless
works out great.
AliExpress.
Only other things in here is just, you'll see there's tons of hard drives because it's whatever free hard drives I could get. Hard drive. That's essentially it. I mean, you can see it's really just a Windows computer, and then when you boot the thing up, it boots you right into this interface. So whatever game you want to play, any Steam game, you could just boot it up right here.
So one other thing that we're not showing off clearly right now is also you have GunCon enabled on this.
I do.
It's a
yeah.
beautiful thing. He also has a bunch of rail shooters, which I'm a big fan of, honestly.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I could boot that up really quick.
I mean, up to you. Like, you could definitely just show off the game list too as well.
So I got a little bit of a story about this machine. When Aaron was first putting this thing together and he was first getting it all set up, I was thinking to myself, hey, we're doing this because we want the true arcade experience. Unfortunately, we're in a period right now where the true arcade experience doesn't necessarily exist for Street Fighter 6, right? Everybody's playing on their computer. I basically was telling him, hey,
Where did you get the guns?
I've had them.
Dang.
so Aaron, do you remember what I told you when you were first putting this thing together?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the whole point of getting an arcade cabinet was to have that true arcade experience, right?
Oh yeah.
Only to find out that you were ripping out all the actual arcade hardware
Yes.
and then you were putting a computer in it.
Correct.
What was the thing that I said to you following? What was the comparison that I made at that point?
Oh God, was it just like a computer and a monitor, basically?
No, it was just, well, I was saying that, right? But I was just like, oh, you're just one of those car simulator guys. And I don't know why. I just said that as a very offhanded comment, but I just remember you staring at me for a long period and then me leaving it alone. And then you still coming back and bringing it up. Like, what does that mean? What are you trying to say? What are you getting at, right? Bro, you're just one of those guys who are spending $40,000 to do the same thing that you could do with a fucking regular ass computer.
I mean, sort of, but like it's not quite like that.
Well, now that we see the finished product, clearly it's not like that. But it was funny at the time
Yeah.
how that was such like an offhanded throwaway comment for me.
Yeah.
But you were over here just like not necessarily seething, but you were definitely gotten to. Yeah, I was like, we forgot about this pizza.
Yeah, I've been looking for the damn pizza cutter.
It's that. That's it. That's
This is it.
Yeah. So
this pizza, this
Yeah.
has gone off the track.
We were just gonna start opening up all his drawers one by one, just like going through all his shit. I've only had one friend to ever do that to me.
He's really going in.
Yeah. Dude, it's thick. It's a croissant.
Look at him go.
I hope you guys like this ASMR ass bullshit.
Just get that angle where it looks like he's just going in. Look at that. My job has been changed again. How are we looking?
I think I'm gonna load up a game.
Nice. There's actually, crazy enough, in this cabinet, we did get to see a bunch of arcade games that you rarely see. I think you also had a few that were exclusive to Japan too, as well, right?
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, because like I also saw the Far Cry like rail shooter, which honestly is
yeah.
like it's an out there one because like that's a super rare one. It was
Sure.
never really around in arcades for the most part. It's like Half-Life in the arcades. People are like, "There was Half-Life in the arcades." I'm like, "Yeah, it's kind of a weird one."
Yeah, a lot of these games were like made for Linux or like a completely different like form factor. Like the rail shooters are made to be on a projector sometimes, or like sitting on an arcade.
I mean, that's the reason why it's really hard to bring this to the home setup like entirely. Like usually you need like these crazy specialized hardware or like a lot of modifications. But you know what? Having your own Windows 10 arcade cabinet works just fine. Well, while we're looking at this, you want to tell us about like all the hurdles you had to cross over to get some of this stuff working? Because I know every now and then you had a little kink, but you've been able to cross over it and fix it and come back stronger than before.
Oh man, replacing the monitor in here, it was not meant to be replaced. I'll tell you that right now. I've never mounted something like a TV or whatever in my entire life.
Besides Dakota.
Yep,
Ooh.
besides Dakota. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, getting the TV going was absolutely crazy.
So you had to basically MacGyver the TV onto this monitor.
Correct, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that.
There we go.
Ooh, and hear that? Has a little bit of the
Oh.
kickback in the gun. Shout out to all the arcade owners out there. You put in a lot of work just to make some of your stuff just work.
I think this game was like originally, like it was in a dome projector, so it was like, so you can see like the aspect ratio is kind of crazy here. But yeah, it works, it's fun. There's recoil to this thing,
Oh, yeah, you could tell that it was meant to be in some kind of dome because, like,
Right.
looking at like the creatures, they don't look like they fit actually right now.
No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I'm gonna go ape shit if you have the Chuck E. Cheese Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
They do.
oh
They
my
do?
God,
Yeah, we played it.
I do.
What?
All right, I'm gonna close that out for now, but you get the idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it requires a little more, customization. I don't have it quite dialed into the main like 14,000 games because it's not like, press it and go. But it's getting there. It's all a process. But like, yeah, replacing the screen in this thing was rough. It's not meant to be replaced, and it's like some crazy industrial grade monitor that was in there that like had fans on the back and such. It was stuck in there. And doing it all on my own, like it was kind of heavy to like pull out and like align properly and not get any dust behind it. It was a lot. Super, super rewarding. You could see it was just as simple as me like turning off this control panel, plugging these controllers in, and I was ready to go. That's kind of the machine. It's got any game you could ever want, and I'm always adding new stuff.
And yeah, you could add new
Like
stuff.
Blazing Strike came out the other day,
Oh.
and I have Blazing Strike for whatever reason on
my
here.
God.
You know, yeah.
You
So-
gotta invite
Grant.
Grant over.
Grant, yeah.
So altogether, you said the machine was $1,200, just the machine.
Yeah.
But altogether, you're customizing everything, buying all the parts. What did it all cost you?
It was $200 for the screen, maybe another like $60 for these purple panels. I think this panel was $80, $20 for the artwork. I lucked out and paid nothing for that computer. So, and there's a bunch of free hard drives. So I would say under $2,000.
So we talked about how much it costs, but how much time did you spend putting this together to get it to where it is right now?
Oh my, so much time. Yeah, exactly. So much time. Yeah, it's unreal how much time I spent actually setting all this stuff up.
Can we ask at the very end, was it worth it?
Oh, so worth it. Yes, because now I can play like the arcade versions of my favorite games, and I can play the home versions of it too because it's got Steam on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume with the time and money you put into it,
Yeah.
if you really wanted to, you could make a profit like doing these machines and actually like shipping them to someone that actually would like to buy it but doesn't know how to do what you just did.
Yeah.
They probably see this, right? And they're like, "Oh my God, I need that, but I don't know how to do that." And they would love to like pay you where it's like, it's enough to be like, hey, I see someone paying like 4 or 5 G's.
Yeah,
for that.
it's generally about $5,000 for one
Yeah.
of these that actually has like everything already
Yeah,
ready to go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's something you would never want to get into where you're
No.
shipping it and stuff.
Absolutely not. No, this is a fun project for me.
Is that the Little Mermaid?
Could be.
Oh yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, this is just a fun project for me and friends that I have over. It's been a blast, though.
So I'm curious to know, how often are you drinking from the gourd when you're here practicing?
Oh, the gourd? Gourd is just for decoration, I'll be honest.
You drank from it before, though,
I
right?
have, yes.
Yes.
I brought this thing to a tournament. So for those who don't know, the character that I play, Jamie, show you right over here. Jamie has a gourd by his side, and he drinks whenever he can to unlock more moves, get more powerful. I adopted this by buying that giant flask and bringing it to an event one day. After I won a round, I would drink from the flask.
Oh, and you can see your match up here on King's Cup 28.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
fancy that.
And look at that. We even have a Steam Deck with Jamie already on it. Shout out to YJK.
Oh, yeah. This is my setup when I play games at home. Dakota helped me pick out this computer. I think it's identical, the case that he has currently.
No.
Pretty close, maybe not.
So the streaming computer is the 4000D, which is you cannot put a 360 mil rad at the top. This is the 5000D, which
Okay.
has a little bit more radiator and fan capacity. The one I have at home is even bigger. I have the 7000D, and
Jesus.
at some point I would like to replace it with the 10000D, which is even bigger than that.
Wow,
So
okay.
essentially, I would like a computer big enough where if I drop it on somebody, I'm at least sending them to the hospital.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ.
I ended up getting a couple monitors. This one is actually the same monitor you see at MADHouse.
Hey.
I just want to be able to practice on the monitor that we use at the locals. I'll play the game here, take notes over here. I do occasionally review a replay, and then I kind of want to have it going over here on the Steam Deck as well to be able to control it while I'm reviewing a replay.
No, do you remember if you won this match or
I
not?
did win this match,
This is the one when I was in France.
probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, smell the croissant. That's even worse. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. I remember
Yeah.
Fist of Fury for Michelangelo, I'll wear the sunglasses.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Yeah, it's the one I missed. Yeah, you went against Protagonist.
Yeah.
Amazing to see.
And then I got the Stream Deck is something that MADHouse uses. I've adopted it for playing games. It's actually really nice for, I can adjust Windows system volume over here, mute my mic, adjust any game audio, different applications over there, shortcuts to different programs I want to open up here. If I want to bring up review replays or like open up hitboxes on the game, I can do that too. It's been pretty cool.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do all my note taking over there, so like on a completely separate screen.
And there's OBS on the mini monitor down here.
Yeah. The mini monitor is actually meant for Raspberry Pis. It's like a really tiny monitor. All I need to do is hit record on OBS right here. Like that's the entire purpose of this, and just know that that's recording, and I can close it all the time. It's just like for that purpose.
So I have to ask, with all these recordings, I've noticed that,
Yeah.
You've made a little bit of content on the side.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any plans on, kind of expanding on that? I know Street Fighter 6 takes up so much of your time, but I definitely feel like you have a knack for that. Have you ever considered doing a lot more just content production?
I will do, if I feel passionate about it, I will make the video, but I don't want to be beholden to any kind of schedule. I sometimes make marketing videos at work, so I'm comfortable making videos. I only have the production, like the higher quality mic here, because I chat with friends on Discord and I want a good mic for that. But I could do videos if I wanted to.
No, it's something I definitely, I've seen you make a bunch of stuff in the past, and I'm like, I think it would be really cool. Like I said, I know your priority is to get in as many hours as you can.
Exactly, yeah. That's entirely it.
He's got a question. He's got a question.
Go. Sorry, that's Taro. I guess the last part about this room is really the arcade sticks, the stick that I use every day. When you plug this thing in, it lights up, and this is a screen that I've added to it, so you can actually see whenever a button is being pressed right here. It's pretty cool.
Watch, do it again.
Yeah. So whenever you press a button, you can actually see it light up right there, which button I'm pressing. So this is my main controller right over here. And then I had to get the Street Fighter 6 controller that has my character on it. Right
Luke,
there.
right?
Your two favorites.
Luke and Jamie, yeah. This is the controller that I made for Modern Controls.
Okay.
I'm already breaking shit.
All good.
Thank God Michael's here.
And that's the one that DJ Norb was like, make me one of those, So ended up making the exact thing for him, and he uses it to this day. The rest aren't quite as exciting. We got the hitbox cross-up and my Street Fighter 4 controllers.
You got the snack box down there.
Yeah, snack box. Yeah.
And of course, the juice machine.
And yep, and jizz machine. That's about it. That's my gaming setup.
What about the pedals?
Oh, you want to know about the pedals? So, Mr. Racing Simulator. So the pedals, basically, this one's gonna take a screenshot right here,
Oh my God.
right? I know you want it. And then right now, I had it previously doing the OBS controls, like record, start record, stop record, but I've actually mapped it to a training mode shortcut for Street Fighter. If I want to reset the training, I record the opponent doing something and then have them do it, and then I hit that button again and then it resets. So basically just use the foot pedal for that, so I'm not pressing a button on the controller. Oh yes, got the ergonomic mouse and keyboard right there.
I was more interested in the mouse pad.
Oh, the mouse pad? Oh, that's Salem. That's my favorite, my number one fan.
How many drinks do you drink at one point in time?
Because I have so many coasters right there.
Yeah, these are meant for like one for soup, one for coffee, one for like
Personal pizzas.
personal pizza.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I'll sit down and I'll grab like 3 cans of sparkling water or my water bottle. Maybe don't get up for a little bit.
Thirsty boy, it sounds like.
Yeah. Hand warmer, obviously. These come in very clutch, especially in the latter half of the year.
We're gonna start seeing that a lot more, aren't we?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Little Street Fighter 6 poster. Got Luke and Jamie.
I think we talked about how we were thinking about getting that one frame that actually has them doing the supers on it at one point.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, damn, $350 though?
I know, it's a lot.
It's pretty cool, but at the same time, buying a computer with a Raspberry Pi would be,
Why don't you have any RGB?
I turned that off. I don't want any lights coming from my system at all.
That's crazy. I can't even see inside, dude. It's so fucking dark in
That's
there.
I
intentional.
respect that so much.
Yeah, why would I-
honestly, like, RGB is...
Yeah.
Fuck you
It's not for
both.
me.
Yeah, I turned all that off. It was very
Nah.
hard.
Exactly. It's like, RGB is not for me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. That was a lot of fun. See you in the next one.
All right, let's eat some pizza. Yes.
Cool.
Pizza.